Seitandas for Georgia, Irakli Medadze. How Mr. Coach feels after the first game, after the Turkey, how all the squad feels, and how the fitness is. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question in English. Thank you. No, it's was a match with a lot of emotions because it was the first ever match from Georgia in a major tournament, and that's maybe why also the first 20-25 minutes were maybe not so good, but I think somehow the match will stay as a very good memory because the players have had a fantastic reaction during the match, and I think we did provide something very interesting, something that we can be proud of. And yeah, the most important was to recover good after the match, and except like against Turkey, then only Kochorashvili is not available for the match.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, good luck for tomorrow. I have such a question. For sure, you would learn the details about your opponent, I mean Czech. So I want to mention for our Georgian fans what they have to expect, what would be the difference between these two games, because there are difference between these two national teams, right? So how is ready our national team for tomorrow's game, and what the people have to expect from both of the team? Thank you.
Regarding the expectation, you know, we are just responsible for our own production. The Czech production, I don't know. But of course, it will be a different match because they have different profiles. The Czech Republic, you know, if you look at the last 25, 30 years, they're nearly always there for competition, so they have a lot of experience. And even if it's a different style, it's not going to be less difficult than against Turkey. Czech Republic is a very good team that qualified on a very nice way during their qualification campaign, and we have to respect this team. But as I said, like I said before, Turkey, we don't focus so much on the opponents, because what's important to us is what we provide, what we produce, and it's going to be exactly the same tomorrow.
Okay, lady here was. Okay, then let's do that.
საღამოშვიდობისა, კითხვა მაქვს გიორგისთან. ამჯერად ქართულად იყოს კითხვა.
Good evening. I have a question
ჩეხეთის ნაკრების უცხოთმა საკმაოდ მკაფიო განაცხადი გააკეთა. შენ თამაში უნდათ ლოგიკურია, ჩვენი არ იყოს მათაც ქულა არა. საკმაოდ რთული იქნება, რა თქმა უნდა, თქვენი ხაზისთვის, რადგანაც მეტოქე მუდმივად შეტევაზე, მუდმივად ქონის გატანაზე იზრუნებს. რამდენად თუ არ გზავთ მენტალურად, ფსიქოლოგიურად. პირველი სანერვიულო ეტაპი გადალახულია.
Because the first stage you have passed with when playing with Turkey. Of course we are ready because we are here. We know that almost all the teams play attack football with us, and we will try to provide the best game we can to fight what we do always to show the best football that we can, and we shall see what happens tomorrow. I wish you best of luck. When you changed Giorgi Kochorashvili on the first game, he was very sad with this decision. Did you talk to him additionally? And when on trainings, when you do you think that he deserves more play time?
So the two questions. First one is, yes, Chakve wasn't happy when he got taken off the pitch against Turkey, but I never seen in my entire life a player being happy to get out of the pitch. So these kind of reactions are not a problem for me, as long as it doesn't damage the team spirit, the atmosphere in the team. And regarding Boudou Zivzivadze, I don't think the question is if you deserve or you don't deserve to play. You have to work hard. There is concurrence. I think Mikotadze on the first match has played also a very, very interesting match. And there's concurrence, and that's the way it is. Concurrence is always positive in a group.
Lewan Godushauri, Georgian public broadcaster.
I have a question to the coach. In Czech press, they spread the information that Czech fans attended the game Turkey versus Georgia, and I think you have also watched other games as well. Where our representatives attending the game when Portugal was playing with Czech Republic?
Maybe I didn't understand the question.
Did the representatives from Georgian team attend the game Portugal versus Czech Republic, and did they analyze the game to understand
What do you mean with representatives?
From the coaching staff.
We haven't waited for the European Championship to go and observe our opponents, and of course we know a lot about this team, about Czech Republic. We have started to tell certain things to the player. We're going to see more tonight. The players are going to see more tonight and tomorrow morning to have the best idea of his team, about the weaknesses or the strength, and it's like for every match. You have an opponent and you have to know quite a lot of things about him. But as I often said, for Georgia, for my players, it's not always the opponent that's a problem. It's our production. If we play with confidence, if we play with discipline, we have very good players who can also make the match being a fantastic team performance. So, yes, we have seen all their match. I don't know what to say more. Sorry.
My name is Margarita Chornokondratenko. I'm from Reuters TV. I've got a question to a player, please. Your country is going through the very turbulent times right now with the government approving the foreign agents legislation. And the country is divided, obviously, while the national team is taking for the first time part in the Euro Championship. What do you think it means for your compatriots back home, the fact that you compete here for the first time or represent country for the first time in the Europe Championship? And what's the role of the soccer during these turbulent times back in Georgia?
I think the sports make the stop of the wars, and they like the football. It's nothing for me, for my family, for every Georgians. We love the sport, we love this play, we love the ball. And when we have some opportunity to play the tournament like this, Georgia never done this, and we are doing right now. I think every people from Georgia, and if you ask, they are so happy for this. And I think it's time to think about the game and fight what we have tomorrow. And I will do everything that my people, I don't know how to say, feel proud for us.
There's a gentleman here in the first row.
Good evening. First of all, I wish you best of luck. Question to Giorgi. The world press is talking about us. They did not expect much from us. Do you feel pressure? And the Czech Republic, they play different game, different style. And what game are you expecting? Of course, I am expecting a hard game. The first one was hard and the second will be also hard, but I think we are ready. We have reached this point thinking about the best performance that we can, and I call everyone tomorrow. This is not a fight pitch actually, but I am calling the spectators. You should have pleasure from the game, and for myself, if I play on the field, I will try to support my mates and do my best as I can.
Sandro Gamsahurdia TV Medi. Question to
Sandro Gamsahurdia TV
Medi. Any changes in starting 11 for tomorrow, or it will be the same lineup as was with Turkey?
But you will easily understand that I can't tell you that. It's a competition, and of course sometimes you need some change to bring some new energy, and also because as we said before the competition, we want to use this competition to get better, to be able in the future to compete also with bigger nations on a long term. And of course, then if you use only the 10 players all the time for the free match, maybe not everyone will get this experience. So yes, it might be some changes, but not necessarily.
Hello, Tornike Koplatadze from Euronews Georgia. I'm wondering, after the first match, which had a lot of positives and team gave everything, but eventually, unfortunately, on paper got nothing from it because there were 0 points. How hard is it to come back and use these positives for the future match and recover both physically and emotionally for both team, coach and the player, please?
Well, because maybe people are different regarding the job they have or the passion they have, but a coach and players, they don't always focus on the results, because if you only focus on the results, you will always do mistake. You can win sometimes, but not deserving the win, and sometimes you lose, but not deserving the loss. So, it's always important to analyze exactly what you have done good, what you have done bad, and try what you have done good to repeat it all the time, and what you have done bad, then to not make it again. It's the aim of our work. But of course, after such a match we have produced, not a match, performance we have produced, of course we are a bit disappointed. But I think to be disappointed for Georgia in a European Championship is, I think we can say we have made a major step forward, and that's also for the future. It's something very interesting.
I think the same. I think if in the football is result is only reason why we play. But right now, when we are playing on the match, the result must be go out, and we must to think what the coach said us, what our ability to play our 100% on the game. And when I'm playing, I'm not thinking about the final result, because when you are going minute after minute, everything will be okay.
No more questions? Or okay. Okay, so maybe...
Jakob Uwacice from Europop. Vielleicht kann ich auf Deutsch fragen?
Ja.
Ja, weil ich spreche besser Deutsch. So, in der letzten Minute, in der letzten Sekunde im Spiel gegen Türkei hat
In the last minutes, last
gefragt,
seconds
ob er
of
vorne
the
laufen soll
game
oder nicht.
against
Da haben sie gesagt, ja. Dieses Risiko hat immer zwei Seiten. Eine Seite ist es, wenn er Tor schießt, dann sind alle glücklich. Wenn wir ein Tor kassieren, dann sind alle unglücklich. Mir persönlich gefällt dieses Risiko und ich bin immer für Risikos. Und ich wollte Ihnen fragen, brauchen wir vielleicht morgen gegen Tschechien mehr Risikos? Also mehr Druck zu machen da vorne, um mit mehr Initiative zu spielen und so weiter.
Question
also
is, tomorrow will you go more into risk?
Sorry, in English, huh?
You can...
Okay. But for me to lose 2-1 or 3-1 or to take the risk of maybe doing 2-2 there was absolutely no discussion in my head. Of course, the goalkeeper was allowed to go and try to help the team to score. Because, as I said, if you lose 2-1 or 3-1, there's no difference for us. Maybe for some other teams it would be different, but for us, there was no difference. And regarding when you say risiko, the risk we take, the way we play, I just want to remind that Turkey-Georgia was the match with the highest amount of goal chances. So I think there was quite already a lot of risk from Turkey and from Georgia. And, football is always a question of balance. If you want to attack good, you have to defend good. And if you want to defend good, you have to attack good. And both are related. So we don't work specifically on something. It's more on a team balance.
The question to Giorgi Kochorashvili, Irakli Medadze, Setanta Sport Georgia, is on the press conference of Czech Republic was said they are going to try kicks from outside the box, and there was some discussion about the specifics of the wet ground and the wet ball, and Mr. Hauschek even told us that they were preparing for it in some specific training sessions. Do we have have we got any such training sessions, and have we adopted such ground, for example? And I will involve what about being opponent of Tomáš Souček and Mr. Hauschek to Mr. Sagnol? He told that he wanted you to involve in his staff. What you can say about your relations between you, Mr. Hauschek, the head coach
Ivan Asek.
Yeah. Sorry.
And what did he say?
The last time, maybe in all times, in some clubs, he wanted you to involve in his staff. I don't know. It was not clear in which club or something like this. Thank you very much.
ძალიან ბევრი შეკითხვა იყო. მაგრამ შევეცდები გიპასუხო. შორიდან დამტყველები ჩვენს ყავს. ჩვენ შემზადებით მე მაგალითად ყოველდღიურად ვცდილობ არა მარტო სტადიონზე, არამედ სტადიონს გარეთაც ის მოქმედება მივიყვანო ბოლომდე, რომ შორიდან გავიტანო გოლი და თუ იქნება ამის საშუალება, რა თქმა უნდა, შევეცდები რომ გავაკეთო.
And of course, if we have a chance, we will do it with pleasure and score the goal. You know, I do not love to watch the football players to play against me before the game. On the field, I will feel and I will see, and during the game, I will try to do my best to score the ball.
Reporter for Czechia. Mr. Hauschek said that when he was a coach in Saint Etienne, he wanted to sign you as a player. And then he made a compliment that you are doing a great job as a coach, and that was his compliment that you are the right man on the right place. What do you think about his work when you studied the Czechian team, and what do you know about his coaching career?
Ivan is somebody, of course, I know very well because people know him a lot also in France, and he's he was the coach of the club of my heart. So for me, it's somebody I will always respect. And when I will see him tomorrow on the pitch, I will shake his hand with pleasure.